U.S. Transportation Secretary Peter Buttigieg was in Buffalo today to see firsthand what the future holds for the Kensington Expressway.
News 4's Marley Tuskus can show us how this project looks to reconnect a community that's divided. Marley?
Don and Jackie, for more than half a century, residents on Buffalo's east side have lived in a neighborhood split by concrete. Lawmakers say it's time to change that through a project they believe is the best solution to bridge the community back together.
But we're not waiting another year to correct an injustice that has plagued this city for far too many years.
The federal program called Reconnecting Communities looks to reconstruct highways created back in the 1950s and 60s, the Kensington Expressway being one of them.
I mean, look how beautiful Humboldt Parkway was historically. It was stunning. It was a glorious community where families could communicate to their neighbors, walk across the street, and you look today, it's divided by the highway.
Today, U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg was in Buffalo to announce the city will receive $55 million as part of that federal program.
Just as this problem played out over years, we know that it's taken years to get to this point, but now we need to see this through.
State leaders say the money is in addition to the $1 billion announced back in May. This will go toward a massive makeover of the expressway, replacing it with a 6-lane tunnel going from under Dodge Street to Sidney Street. On top, Humboldt Parkway will be transformed for drivers and pedestrians, lining the street with trees, gardens, and benches.
It's brilliantly planned, not only for jobs, reenacting communities, but for greenery, for bike paths, for walking. It's the kind of thing that essentially brings the community together.
Officials are calling it the largest infrastructure project in Western New York's history and one of the biggest happening across the nation. Buttigieg says after decades of the issue, it's time to see this project through.
The solution is different in different places, but in this case, it is very clear that the right solution is the one that the community has been working so hard to coalesce around. And it's that community vision, coupled with support from a forward-thinking State Department of Transportation, strong congressional involvement, and local leadership that has demonstrated to us, even in this very competitive process, that this project deserves funding.
Lawmakers say they are hopeful to see shovels in the ground for this project within the year. And according to Governor Kathy Hochul, local hiring will be mandated, creating 1,500 jobs right here in Western New York. In the studio, Marley Tuskus, News 4.